The fuck is Uzhitz? Is there any quest that we missed in Talmberg? Like, there's activities and a quest tipster. Well, man, the quest tipster is probably related to quests in Talmberg. So, we're not liked in Ravna, but everybody in Ravna's dead. So, I don't really care if we're liked in Ravna. Maybe since like we kind of have to head up that direction, maybe. Where are we at? Yeah, there's not really a straight path not through the woods to Uzhitz. No, we'll go to Uzhitz and come back down to Talmberg and explore Talmberg. That's how we'll do it. So we'll go up this big road right here, straight through, cross over, through this little town, and up through the clouds. Okay, cool. Which road is that? It's not the road we're on. Let's put a little cross there. That's our goal. Once we're on that, well, I'll know which road we're on.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the right road. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted to go back to Scouts as well.
Yeah.
Like, obviously that's a dumb fucking decision, but...
Yeah.
I don't know how heavily guarded Scouts is.
Who gives a fuck about the cavalry?
Fucking
Let's drink
Christ.
some bonk alcoholic punch.
Yeah.
God, that fucking redeem is so scary every time it happens. It's literally a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
I just had a break. I got all my stretches out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do one arm at a time. It's like we can still keep moving. Wait, is this the right path? I need to go. No, not down here. I need to go to the left. Up this one. Okay. Up. And once we're up in Uzhitz, we'll probably find an inn and rent a bed. So we can at least have a save point up here. So we don't have to travel back in case something happens. Over the river and through the woods to Uzhitz we go. I don't know. We should probably... Whoa. Well, so we're going to learn to read. We're going to find the murderer. And we'll probably also... I keep thinking that the priest is in Uzhitz, but he's not. He's in like a completely different town. I think he's in Shosao. I think he's at. Okay, we went a little off the path. I don't know how we got so far off the path, but we did.
Yeah.
I wonder if my arrows don't despawn either. If they don't despawn, that means there's like a billion of them, like in that woods forever. Okay, cool. We got some houses here. That kind of seem like Leveled up in horsemanship. Nice. That's not what I wanted. So we got a main level. Halfway to strengths. Oh, this is useful. Yeah. Why am I, oh, I get +1 from my spurs. Your horse can carry more, but it is slower. Carries less. Why would I want that? Horse when it will run faster. Your horse will be extremely skittish in storms, will shy less in any other weather. Increase your chance of staying in the saddle if an opponent tries to unhorse you. Get a 15% damage bonus in mounted combat with both ranged and melee weapons. Never throw you outside of combat. Okay, well, literally the only one that's even useful is this. Boom. So we got how much weight now? An extra 35 pounds. That's fine, I guess. My quality. Okay, so I got really shitty ones. Well, I got the shittiest ones. I could have gotten better, but I really didn't think it would have been worth it. And I don't know what the difference between the bridles is yet. So I think I got the best that I could have.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a waste. Interesting sight. What, just a pond? Whoa, there's fish. Maybe later on we can actually have fishing. I doubt it since there's not a fishing skill. So they probably don't have like a thing designed for it. It would be really cool though. Okay, we got another. Oh. Uzhitz was really close. Let's hop off the horse. Because people don't like it when you ride a horse in town. Go find somebody and ask them, I guess. And then we can figure out where the scribe is. Oh, here's a lady down here. Butcher. Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
Aye, he lives here all right. The devil take him. In a cottage at the end of the village by the road to Neuhof. Good luck then.
Okay. This house? Visit who? Oh. Lubosh.
Came from over here.
What? Whoa, Uzhitz is a huge town. They don't got any walls though. Oh. This seems important. Limpy Lubosh?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Jesus.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Damn. Made him like a sacrifice. But we don't know how to read, so we don't even know what the word they put on the wall is.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any cronies?
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Oh. Just because he had a new way of saying it. It was so white.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Yeah, I don't know what the word is. ZRAPCE. But what happens in this game when you don't know how to read it basically gives you dyslexia. Nothing. Nothing too exceptional in there. Oh. Head.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Good day to you.
Do you know how to read?
Farewell.
This two villager. Oh, Lumiere. Who are you, Lumiere?
My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know anything about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Interesting.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Alright, let's go learn how to read. And then we'll come back. What is our objective now in this area? Oh, just learn more. Talk to the priest. Visit the scribe. Alright, so I guess we're just going to ask around the entire town with anybody who has a name. Oh, I remember being in Uzhitz when I played. There's a big church up here. Like, everything keeps, like, jogging my memory, like, last second. Yeah, you can go work for the church here. Got a fast travel point. So we gotta go to the red A, not the banner A. Got a grocer here.
Come right up. Fresh cabbage, carrots, onions, radishes, everything you need.
God, you are loud, sir.
Good day to you. What do you need? God be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I don't know nothing of...
That's all. Thank you.
God be with you.
Shop guard. Oh, the scribe is in this direction. I was so close to it, I couldn't see the marker anymore. I think he costs like 50 to get taught how to read, but like it's a super important thing in the game. We can start reading our books. That's not even a door.
God be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. Maybe he'll follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit.
Read the book.
There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Yeah, see, it just kind of like fudges up the letters. Like, one day a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away, because he thought it was a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thoughts, and soon found on his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. And he grew rich, he grew greedy, thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give. He killed it and opened only to find nothing. It's weird that I could read that better than a real book with like normal words, but I've read the book.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
Being greedy doesn't pay.
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Oh, so that's the same book. Whoops. This one? Oh, this one. I didn't really understand that one much at all, because it was Latin. But
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Nullus est liber tam malus, ut non alique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
hooray! Level 2 in reading. Fantastic. So now, well, level 3 in reading. Oh my god. All books are cheaper in shops. Well, we robbed a lot. When reading, you will get tired and hungry as twice as slowly as normal. Yeah, that's one of the problems. Is you get really hungry, so you can't read a long time. Being well learned, you make a better impression on people and get a +1 speech bonus when trying to persuade a guard. Persuade guards. Okay, it's only on guards. Your level of study of the book you've read most of will advance automatically while sleeping or skipping time. If you're sitting comfortably, you get a double reading bonus. Doesn't matter to you where you read, you get a leaning bonus wherever you read. The whole map is revealed to you, showing all settlements, hunting spots, and caves. Ooh, very nice. So, do this one. Get them 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 15, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So I don't particularly like either of these, so I'll get this one next, I guess. Then that one. And then I guess maybe get Magistrate one. But sick. Now, if I read this now, I'm actually able to read it, like with normal letters? No. It's not fully there, but now it's better. What about this? Go back to the scribe. Okay, why am I going back to the scribe?
Take care now.
Skill book on reading. So you read a book on reading. You learn how to read better. Might as well get the first one, I guess, then. And he won't accept anything from you, so... Let's see if we can get him to accept 50 gold.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not?
What about this?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it. Aye, that would do it.
Sick. So let's go Gotta go find a bed. Is there not an inn in this town? Possibly not, I guess. Oh no, the inn's right here. Oh, somebody's gambling. Gotta gamble. Must gamble.
I feel a lucky throw coming my way. How about you?
How much? Oh, we can do a big ass bet. Yes, sir.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
Okay. A third out the gate. That's good. Oh, he's got a weird dice.
Your turn.
Okay, we got.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Not a huge one on that one. Good. Oof.
That'll do me.
Got some hefty ones. Oof, damn.
That's all. Good game. You deserve it.
I feel a lucky throw coming my way. How about you?
Oh, we can play again? Shit, yeah.
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Do this, we'll get all my money back from buying the book and getting taught.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
Ooh, that was lucky.
This'll be the one.
Yeah, I just call it. Oh my god.
What the hell's with these damn dice?
I don't know, man. He just fucking took... Man, that guy is going off back there about his groceries.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
The pretty weak hand on this one. Well, we'll just try it again.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
No, we didn't get anything busted. What the fuck is that?
This'll be the one.
He's got like a weird symbol. Okay. 500 points. Oh, nice.
We'll see.
Now that's more like it.
That'll do me. That's it.
It's interesting how like different AIs actually play differently.
Damn.
Like a lot of them don't play like he's doing. Doing a lot of interesting moves. Oof.
That's all.
Caught up real quick.
Hardly worth talking about.
Yeah, busting on 50 points isn't even like worth mentioning. He got a 5. You gonna roll it again? No, he didn't.
Your turn.
Fuck.
We'll see.
No, he busted too.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a 4, not a... I thought that was a 5.
That's it.
I don't know what that one dice even, like, what's the point of it?
I shouldn't have pushed it.
No, I'm just gonna take it.
Oh, dear.
Oof, that's gonna suck. He gets too big of a hand, he's gonna win immediately. Because he's at 3,900, yeah, he won.
We'll see.
Well, we just played evenly there.
Want to try your luck?
No, I didn't want to do 50. Oops.
May the best man win.
Oh well.
Finished.
If we win this one, it'll just be even, so I'll just leave.
We'll see.
Bad one.
That's it. This'll be the one.
Wow, going again. Lucky man.
That's all.
Damn.
Oh, it's not so bad after all.
Bloody
Well, at least
No
he
luck
busted.
tonight.
We both busted. Shit. Wasted 600 points on that. And then I give it to him. No.
Your turn.
Oh, here we go. 2.
I hope that's the end of it. Good game. You deserve it.
Nice.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. Oh, and another thing. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Have you got a bed for the night?
All right. For how long?
Just the one night?
Sure, but let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
Here you are.
You all like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings. God be with you.
Oh, talk to the priest. Time is it? Not a very good bed for 2 gold. The other beds were actual beds. No, that wasn't even my bed. My bed was the bed, not the cot. Damn it. Well, that's the only way you can save. It's kind of annoying. It'd be fine if you could sleep, like, just be on the bed. Oh my god.
Hey.
Let's go talk to the priest. Oh. Wait, what did it say? Godwin's concubine? Didn't think priests were allowed to have concubines. That was like their #1 rule. To be a priest is like you have to be a surrogate. Is that what it is? No, celibate. That's the word. There he is, running away. He pulled out a sword on me.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who'll stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Uzhitz women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Good luck to you. God be with you.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can. Because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly. God be with you.
Damn, I wish I would have had that skill like 7 seconds ago. Like getting this. Increase your speed skill when haggling.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
May the Lord watch over you.
Now that should help us a lot more going forward. Because we're at... Oh, just barely made it over the threshold too. Alright, we have to wait here until evening. So I could play this guy who seems to...
I feel a lucky throw.
Because time will actually progress during this. Which I did not know the first time. Because I was playing one game and it lasted like 10 hours.
So, bring it on. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
An okay start.
Well, of all the fucking...
Oh, if we had a 4, that could have been huge.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Yeah, that's a huge one right there. I did it one time, only one time, where I got it to just fully cycle through 3 whole times. That was like a 4,000 points in one cup. Oh
That's
my
it.
god. Did he get it? Damn. Don't fumble it now, bud.
Finished. We'll see. This'll be the one.
Oh,
I shouldn't
man.
have pushed it.
You're going strong, too. Excellent.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
Ooh, 100 shy.
That's all. Holy mother of God, why do you punish me?
What time is it now? It's 9:30. Do one more.
I hear you like a game of dice.
Did this guy just sit here the whole time? Can you just grind money on this guy? He might be glitched,
May the
like
best
where he's
man
supposed to
win.
get up, because his mouse isn't moving anymore.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
Now that's more like it.
Fuck it. One more time.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
No. Oh, we got a 5 at least. 5 and a 1. I'll check what time it is after this round to see how fast time moves. If it's not moving fast enough, I'll just wait and get the mission over with. Oh, man. That's the luck right there.
This'll be the one.
Barely. Still going.
We'll see.
Like 8 rolls deep and only 700 points is kind of shit, though. Is he done? Yeah. Damn, same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4s, double 6s. Come on, give me something good.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
No, you wouldn't.
No matter. It wouldn't have helped much anyway.
You were rolling one singular dice.
This'll be the one.
Is it? Oh, yeah. You might have this one.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Man, I'm having some terrible luck on this one.
We'll see.
He said another 1. 2 1s and a 5. I'll take it. No, we'll just take it once.
That's it.
Oh my god, he's gonna keep clearing the board.
This'll be the one.
That it? Yeah.
No point in pushing it.
Yep.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Might as well milk it, I guess. Ooh.
Well, of all the fucking...
Wow. Give me a chance to catch up. Nice.
I went to this just a while ago. Bloody hogs.
Nice.
We'll see.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. That's worth 500. Okay. Usually I end up getting the 2, 3 through 6. That's worth 750. I've never gotten 5 of a kind. 5 of a kind with 1s would just instantly win. You'd just be done. At least he's not getting
That'll
super
do me.
far ahead. 750 is like, it's plenty ahead, but it's not insane. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Caught up again. Okay.
This'll be the one.
I could literally sit here all day and
Damn.
just play this game. This game's fun. Fuck
Just
the
as
act.
long as it keeps going like this.
Okay. Fuck the actual game. I'm just gonna play this. Like, I could actually do that. It's a good thing I stopped gambling in real life, because like they have this in real life, dude. I'm done. I'm broke.
No point in pushing it.
Damn, that was a brutal throw. 3,600. Oh my god. Fuck it. He's either gonna win or we're gonna be awesome on this one. Okay. 700 versus 400. Come on, give it to me. Okay. No, son of a bitch.
Mine!
Yeah, it's 11 now. That took 2 hours in real life. In real life. In game. That's kind of a long time, but it's faster just to do this. Obviously. Alright, is he here? He's not here yet. Where the fuck is he? That's 6 o'clock. Now we're at 7 o'clock.
Pour me one.
One ale over here, please.
Who are you yelling to? 8 o'clock. Man, we're about to get stood up by a priest.
Ale as usual.
Oh, there it is.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here. We'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Uzhitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumors aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarreled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Uzhitz isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Damn, we're drinking to everything.
That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
He stuttered pretty hard on that one.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Here we are.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Reach a new level in drinking.
Enough of this!
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped, and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Do I have to fight? Oh my god, I do.
Come on then, bailiff. You want to fight? So come and get it. Don't worry. I won't give you any trouble.
Not
We'll
good.
just have a bit of a punch-up.
As you like, ruffian.
Yeah! Come on then.
Who's left?
Thou shalt not hurt thy neighbor, fucker.
Thou shalt not hurt thy neighbor, fucker.
You'll get your penance now.
Hey!
Here!
So, my dear, wouldn't you like to have a little ring on the bell? No sooner said than done.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dears. Careful, you don't hurt yourself. Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here. Oh.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
But twice in one stream.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Damn, that looks comfortable as fuck, actually.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. My poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me. I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
So all at once, the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Well, all right. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Oh, I'm fucking... Whee!
What?
Am I still in my... Yeah, I'm still in my underwear. Let's put some clothes on. You don't have to put everything on, but like... Probably should put everything on. You look a lot better like that. Ooh. Oh, we actually have a hangover now. What does the hangover do? Oh, it's its drunkenness. We're just still drunk. Wash off my face a little bit before I pass out. We are messed up right now. Go, Godwin, go. It's your church. Why do you have to wait on me? Reputation loss.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pup.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
Animals, I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hoc facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Oof.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
Boy has a cheek.
One should not believe in the church, because the church is not God. God is above all things, and the church is but a means to salvation, which the prelates do not care to hear.
He's right.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, humans, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travelers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers
I
and
like
sisters.
to hear.
Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
Continue harshly.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Why? All honor to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Damn, we crushed it.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that huss.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubos tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you?
Well, now Lubos came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubos kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko. Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest.
I can read now.
And anyhow,
Level 3 reading.
your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Ledechko.
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
don't doubt it.
Nice. Sick. So we got some information. Game saved. Good. Tionia, what is... Where does it want us to go? Is this where he is? Riki from Tedesco. What we need to do is go... I think it's this house. And now that we can read before we head out of town, is see what they wrote on the walls. And then we gotta track down Riki. Yeah, it's that house there. Oh, when you're drunk, you can't run when you're drunk. That's so goofy. This is his house, right? Yeah, good. Oh, I can't read it now. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Don't want to make his dinner go to waste. Okay. Well, if we can't read that, then that's where we're going to head it off. That was... I don't know if that'd be a lot of progress, specifically, but... I think that was a pretty decent run for today. And then next time we start up, we'll be going after Riki and probably just go make sure we get that other quest that's in Uzhitz.